Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Holly headed for a teen gestation story, baby drama brewing with Daddy Tate? Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers reveal that Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, and Tate Black, Leo Howard, are surely in their Romeo and Juliet period. Since Tate and Holly have been interdicted to see each other, that's only making the temptation to skulk around together indeed stronger. During the week of April 15th to 19th, Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, and Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, will give Tate another warning. According to Days spoilers, Brady and Teresa will push Tate to stay down from Holly before they get tangled up in any further messes. Still, Tate and Holly are far too attracted to each other to hear. There may not be anything Brady, Teresa, Nicole DiMera, Ariane Zucker, and EJ DiMera, Dan Feuereagle, can do to stop Holly and Tate's love from blooming. With that in mind, we've to consider where Tate and Holly's relationship is going. Although Holly admitted she isn't in love with Tate yet, it may not be long until she's truly head over heels and ready to make that protestation. Days spoilers say Tate may be indeed further along in his love trip since he was attracted to Holly from the moment he returned to Salem. Holly and Tate have been through a wild roller coaster of issues since also, but their passions for each other are growing every day. At some point, it seems likely Tate and Holly will hit the wastes for the first time. That could open the door to indeed more drama if Days decides to do a teen gestation plot with Holly. Will Holly end up with Daddy Tate's bun in the roaster? Since Nicole, EJ, Teresa, and Brady have all been so concerned about another round of trouble for these two, perhaps Holly will get pregnant with Tate's baby next. Anyhow, DOOL suckers can anticipate Tate and Holly's love to come with some surprises, so we'll bring you prognostications on any stunning news that might be on the horizon. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Holly and Tate will remain drawn to each other in the coming months, so stay tuned for updates on their rearmost chapter. Alex's Bad Bella news, Kristen and Stefan's alliance, Maggie and Constantine's marriage. Days of Our Lives, DOOL, spoilers for the coming 2 weeks, April 15th to April 26th, reveal that Sloane Peterson Brady, Jessica Surfety, will prove she's good at her job and will make sure Stefan DiMera's, Brandon Barish, freedom is sanctioned soon enough. The week of April 15th to 19th will bring EJ DiMera's, Dan Feuereagle, press conference, so he'll make a statement and intimately clear Tate Black's, Leo Howard, name, though he'll stop short of taking particular responsibility for Tate's illegal treatment. Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, and Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, wouldn't exactly be excited over such a half-hearted reason, but EJ will principally let them know that's all they're going to get. Still, EJ will face some other drama when Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, and Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, start asking too numerous questions about Stefan. It turns out Stefan himself will land in the city forecourt after Sloane handles everything for him. That'll give EJ and Stefan a chance to have another heated showdown. Latterly, Stefan and Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, will put their heads together as they try to find a way to keep EJ off the DiMera throne. Both Kristen and Stefan will have other plans in mind when it comes to the future of DiMera Enterprises, so they'll form an alliance and stopgap to keep EJ out of the CEO seat. Back with Brady and Teresa, they'll catch Tate making hard eyes at Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, and remind their son that she's off limits. After Harris Michaels, Steve Burton, helps Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, move in with him, they'll talk about how they can sneak in the bistro to acquire Gil Carter's, David's. Lee, Black Book for Clyde Weston, James Reed. Once Chanel DiMera, Raven Bowers, disappears at the Horton cabin, Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, and Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, will struggle to contain their growing fears. Paulina Price, Jackie Harry, will get the intimidating news about Chanel while she's still in insulation, but she wouldn't watch that she's radioactive and will slip out of the sanitarium to go find her son in the snowstorm. Our prognostications point to Paulina stealing a snowplow or some other major piece of outfit as she takes matters into her own hands. Other Days spoilers say Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, will come indeed more puzzled over the fiscal disagreement he's seeing, so he may defy Sloane and force her to face some tough questions. Across city, Constantine Meliunis, John Capielos, will freak out when he goes looking for the red card of doom at LLB missing since Thomas D. Mara, Carrie Christopher, lately stole it from Constantine's bedroom. Nonetheless, there'll be some positive updates for Constantine as well when Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, pops the question. Maggie will supposedly propose marriage to keep Constantine in the country, so they'll start making some speedy marriage plans. Over with Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, he'll deliver a delicate blow to Teresa regarding Bella. Will Alex end up cutting the magazine and leave Teresa without the job she was promised? Next, Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, will listen in as Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, pushes Everett Lynch aka Bobby Stein, Blake Barris, to just subscribe the divorce papers formally. Everett presumably will end here, but Jada will like how Rafe's stepping up to help her and will eventually agree to move in with him. As for Everett, he'll deceive Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, when he tells her that Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, hypnotherapy is working. Everett lately refused to be fascinated again, but it may not be helpful indeed if he eventually relents. DOL suckers can anticipate Wicked Bobby to start bleeding through into Everett's life more and more, so that LL lead to big trouble. During the week of April 22nd to 26th, day spoilers say Constantine and Maggie's marriage plans will move forward, but what about that missing red card that flips John Black's, Drake Hodgson, programming switch? Thomas could fluently lose track of it, so that could lead to disaster, depending on who finds the card and how important they can figure out. Still, he could inflict annihilation. If someone like Everett aka Bobby earnings control of the pawn. Of course, day spoilers say there'll be more developments when it comes to Chanel's evaporating act. Will Paulina's decision to break out of insulation and hunt for her son pay off? Chanel will get saved one way or another, but we'll see how Paulina's radioactive problem complicates effects. Eventually, Xander may take some big way toward proving Stefan is the one who set him up for firing at Harris. Stefan had better watch his reverse. Formerly Xander confirms the verity.